Hello and welcome to my podcast. Today we will be talking about the Saquon Barkley signing, all of the Bills cuts, and the Aaron Jones cut. So let's start off with Saquon Barkley. People are accusing the Eagles of tampering with the Saquon Barkley signing because they were talking to his agent before free agency as soon as the season ended. And so that might be a factor. And also the Giants are probably mad that they didn't get him, but also the Giants chose Daniel Jones over Saquon. So I think that they're going to stick with Daniel Jones. And all of the Bills' cuts, what did they cut? Jordan Poyer, Trey White. Who else did they cut? Cut a bunch of players. Jordan Poyer, Trey White, Micah Hyde. And I think that that's going to be, the Bills are going to be decimated from that because that's their entire secondary. And the Aaron Jones cut makes sense because Josh Jacobs they signed, which is probably, it's not going to affect the Raiders at all because the Raiders refused to pay him anyways. So the Packers get Josh Jacobs from free agency, before free agency even started. And the Packers cut Aaron Jones. Now they have Josh Jacobs and A.J. Dillon, and DeAndre Swift going to the Bears is crazy to me as an Eagles fan, because why wouldn't we just keep DeAndre Swift and pass up on Saquon? Because DeAndre Swift is so much better. And it just didn't make sense because Saquon's more expensive than DeAndre Swift too. Are we just trying to build a super team and just trying to build a really old super team? Because Saquon is 27, DeAndre Swift 24. We could have kept DeAndre Swift and passed up on Saquon, and in 2 years, DeAndre Swift would be 100 times better than Saquon. But it just doesn't make sense. And the Bears signed DeAndre Swift. Bears signed Keenan Allen. Bears trade away Justin Fields for a 4th round pick. They could have got more out of the Steelers for that one. And so if they draft Caleb Williams number 1 overall, which they probably will because they don't have Justin Fields, then Justin Fields would be put in one of the best spots ever. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet. These offensive weapons are great, but we're just waiting on Caleb Williams. So it's a very good situation to be in for Bears fans and a bad situation for Eagles fans. And the Eagles did sign Bryce Huff. And I really like Bryce Huff. He's going to be our Brandon Graham replacement. And Bryce Huff is so good. He's 24. And he's big, too. He's like 6'3". So that's all I know about the Eagles free agency. Let's move on to the Steelers. They did a lot this free agency. Steelers signed Russell Wilson, traded for Justin Fields, and they got completely traded all of their quarterbacks and just cleaned house. And I think that they have to re-sign Minkah Fitzpatrick, and next year they have to re-sign Justin Fields because Russell probably won't be there. And so with that, we move on to the Falcons. And the Falcons did a lot this season. They signed Darnell Mooney, and they signed Kirk Cousins, throwing $200 million down the drain for Kirk Cousins. And I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to be good next year because they signed Kirk Cousins. Desmond Ridder has been so bad. So bad. So, Kirk Cousins will be a big upgrade. And Darnell Mooney. Now they have Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney. That is such a good offense. And the Eagles rebuilding their offense. They have one of the best backfields in the league now. With Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift. They have Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Landon Dickerson, Lane Johnson, Cam Jurgens, Jordan Mailata. Our offense is looking good. There are some questions on defense. We signed Bryce Huff. Fletcher Cox retiring, which won't be a big problem. I think he deserves it. And Fletcher Cox, that leaves more reps for Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. And so, yeah, that's all I know about the offseason so far.